Say our name and we appear. We are not a real court. We are not a real court. Cause we've been to where we been? Where we been? We've been to Twitch and Instagram and Facebook Live. Been to Apple, iTunes, SoundCloud, and Spotify. Saying we believe in not a real court. All right, that's enough of that. I drew a blank, but I had that all lined out, as you can tell. Welcome to Not a Real Court. We are finally back. This is going to be our first episode back from our long awaited break. We're doing a tournament this week. We're going to be doing a tournament something spooky because it's getting spooky out with all this rain. We're going to be doing the best, or no, is it the best or is it the worst?
Scariest.
So scary.
So it'd be the worst because you don't want to be in these situations.
It's going to be the worst. Yeah, you don't want to be in these situations. So it's going to be the worst of the best of the scariest locations for a scary movie.
You can just say scariest horror movie location.
Yes, we could do that, but we gotta be crazy about it. Okay. All right.
Gotta introduce to you, sir.
Oh yeah. These guys are on the podcast. My name's Joe. If you don't know me, been here a few years. We got Pope Matthew just got inducted in.
And then I like that. All the white smoke.
Yep. Wouldn't want the black, right? And then
no sir. Is that really the Catholic Church just being super racist? Don't want the black smoke. Don't want that.
Where you want the smoke?
And then we got Kenneth the Menace.
The bad guy. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Sorry, I'm trying to plug a fan at the same time. We're gonna go ahead and start with. Sorry, it's roasting here now. We're gonna start with Kenny. What do you got for me? What's the scariest?
Scariest horror movie location. I'm gonna start off with a spaceship, like in the movie Aliens, because there's nothing worse than being someplace where you can't get out of it. Literally, you cannot get out, or you will die. But if you stay in there, you got to deal with this alien that's trying to kill you, so you will die. So there's no way out.
I had that one on my list too, and I specifically had thought about like the spot where you pop up and just like all the eggs are there. Like that's the spot where I'm just like, fuck, I don't want to be here.
I honestly didn't even think about that.
Yes.
That is a good one. All right, Matt.
I will go with the House of 1,000 Corpses.
That specific house?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with a ghost town, just a town with no one.
Okay, so just deserted town.
Deserted town, yeah.
That sounds like fun.
Now, because the reason why I want to make sure you were saying that because my next one was literally a ghost town, like Silent Hill.
Okay.
Because that is terrifying. When you hear that siren go off, you're like, "Oh, should we go up and get inside? Hurry up, let me get inside!" And obviously, you see that nigga with the pyramid head. You're like, "No!"
So I'm kind of with you on my next pick. I was right there, and you were close with me. I'm gonna take the Hills from The Hills Have Eyes.
Ugh, gross. It's so gross.
No, I don't want to be in those hills.
Yeah, like it's so gross.
It's like the hills of Kentucky and West Virginia, like right where those meet, and then where the Hills have Eyes, and like that's.
Yeah, I want no part of
those
that.
hills.
I'm gonna go with a lake.
Like
a lake.
It's a Voorhees.
Like Camp Crystal Lake.
Just like a lake, like you're on a lake in like a lake house.
I mean, that is scary. You like, cause you just surrounded by water. There ain't really much around you. You're like, oh shit.
Gators. You gotta watch for gators.
And Jason Voorhees. Whose turn is it now? It's my turn?
Yep.
I'm going with Hostel. From the movie Hostel.
Oh, that's a good one.
They just torturing you for fun. They got people in the back like, yeah, cut off his.
Are we doing specific locations or like a lake host?
I mean,
both.
I was doing specific locations.
I was doing both.
Okay.
So I'm thinking, yeah. I'm gonna go back to it.
Okay. Matt.
Let's see. I'm going specific. I'm gonna go with 112 Ocean Avenue.
What is that?
That is the Amityville Horror House.
Oh, okay. I was like, what is that? Okay. Okay.
I'm gonna go with a. I'm gonna go with like a school, like a school at night. You know what I mean?
Have you seen
There,
what's
there
that
for
movie
prom.
called? The Evil Within? Or when my fault. It's called When Evil Lurks. I had it mixed up. It was called When Evil Lurks.
Nope.
There's a scene in there, and they go to a school, and it's night. It's at night, and it's like one of those movies where it's in a different language, but it's still creepy as hell when you're watching it. And they had that scene with those kids, and later it was so creepy. It gives me a cold chill up my spine when I think about it.
All right, Kenny.
Okay, my next one is going to be. Let's go with an amusement park. It's already like scary because you're already like on edge, and then on top of it, just imagine like you're riding a roller coaster and some demons like crawling behind you, like shit!
Or it goes off the tracks. Shout out Final
Yeah.
Destination.
I was gonna say there's a bunch of different things that can happen.
Matt.
So I don't know if I hope you'll still accept this because I'm going specific compared to Joe's just vague high school thing. I'm gonna specifically call out Evan High School's gym. I definitely would not want to be there when Carrie starts losing her shit.
Okay.
Insane Asylum.
That's a good one. Good one.
Kenneth.
All right. Go with a cabin in the woods.
My
There's
favorite
always
place to go.
Yeah, there's always some demonic stuff going on in the cabin in the woods.
Matt.
I'm gonna take the house that they're all captured in Saw 2. The one where just
Good one.
Isn't that the one where she falls into like the needles and everything?
Yeah, that's the worst scene ever, man.
Yes.
That was the worst scene.
Out of all of the Saw, like that's the one place that out of all of them, like that, I would not have wanted to be captured there.
That was the worst scene, and the funny thing is, you said the Saw house, and that was next to my list, so that's a good pick.
I'm going with a farm in the middle of a cornfield.
Yeah, creepy ass shit. Yeah.
And then, because it's Kenny's topic, I'm giving him the last one here.
Hey. Okay. Let's go to cemetery. Let's go straight up cemetery.
Oh, your dreams.
So your dreams, like Freddy Krueger. That's a good one. But I'm gonna go cemetery. The scariest location. That's what they always say. Hey, would you stay overnight at a cemetery for $1,000? There's always that question. Yeah, I'm going there.
All right. So we're gonna get started. I just went ahead and shuffled that up. We got a cabin versus House of 1,000 Corpse. Matt.
I'm a big Rob Zombie fan, so I'm gonna give him some love there.
Which one's that?
House of 1,000 Corpses.
Okay. I'm also going that one. Kenny?
I'm gonna give Cabin in the Woods the sympathy vote because I feel like they both kind of serve the same purpose is what I was trying to say.
All right. Then we got Evan High School Gym against the lake. Kenny?
I'm going lake. Like being at a lake is creepy as hell. Like that high school gym wasn't creepy. It was her that was creepy. It was flinging people around, but
I would not want to be in there for that.
I don't want to be in there for either one. I don't want to be at a lake and anything can happen to me.
Yep. I'm going to lake too because I don't like open water. Shit can crawl out of it. I don't like having nowhere to go because you can't run behind you because there's just a fucking lake.
Yeah.
Don't like it.
It's just an eerie location. They even got a lake called Lake Erie. Like
I was going to say, maybe,
eerie
but maybe it's because it takes me 10 minutes to get to that lake that the lake's never bothered me. I think I would have given this one more credit if it was ocean, because being in the middle of the ocean would scare the shit out of me, knowing that
Yeah, ocean's
Jaws is probably
terrifying.
right below me. So I'm gonna go with the Evan High School one. Give that the sympathy vote.
All right. I'll go hills and then a cemetery, Matt.
I'll actually go cemetery on this one.
All right. I'm also going cemetery, being that I was raised in fucking Gudelberg. Fuck for that.
Gudelberg.
Kenny?
I'm going
Yeah.
cemetery as well.
Yeah, Kenny, look that place up. I lived in the fucking doctor's house.
Gudelberg is what you said?
Yep.
Like G
Sounds
O
like the
D L
fucking
E.
crab from Futurama.
Do you know what it is, Matt?
I have no clue.
Really?
Gudelberg.
It's not far. Yeah, look it up. Spaceship against a farm, Kenny.
I'm going spaceship. There's the fact that you have literally nowhere to go sucks. Like that sounds awful. Like farm, you can run out. Even though in the horror movies they run out to the road and they do some stupid shit, but like
Get hit by a
there's
car.
at least a way to run out. Whereas this spaceship, you're done.
That is very true. I'm going spaceship. Matt.
Yep. Give it the sweep.
All right, the Saw 2 house against the school, Matt.
It's just, well, that's school. There's school. Sawtooth House.
All right. I'm going to school. Kenny?
I'm going Sawtooth House. Anything you got a pit of needles, it's insane.
All right, Hostel versus Deserted Town, Kenny.
I'm going Hostel. That whole situation was just so fucked up.
I'm going to go with the Deserted Town. Matt.
Oh, Deserted Town sounds fun. I had a buddy who like went and did like the jump around in Europe, and I just remember the first time he was just like, "Yeah, I'm just staying at a hostel," and I was like, "Bro, you can't stay there." Like that movie has forever scarred me from ever staying at a hostel ever. So I'm going hostel.
Yeah, that shit was still.
You guys ever seen Fake Hostel?
Yes. There we go. We're not doing a repeat again. The sheets.
All right. Amusement park versus 112 Ocean Avenue. Matt.
There's a place on Ocean Avenue.
Where I used to sit and talk with you, but I hate roller coasters so fucking much. I'm going to amusement park. Kenny?
I'm also going to amusement park. You ain't have to be nothing crazy, no demonic stuff going on. That's still scary to me. But they can break.
Amusement park's the first time I found out that my friends and my wife lied to me, because the first time I went there with my wife, she told me there was only one loop on the roller coaster and there's actually 3. And then my friends told me that it would be fun, Matt, and it was a horrible experience. So
listen, you were about to let a little like 8-year-old girl go on a roller coaster for the first time, like by herself.
Good.
So look, it was a courageous act by you.
The fuck do I need to be there for?
But the fact that you and her were behind us, and I thought she was screaming the whole time, and it was you, is just it was so perfect.
He said, "What am I going to do? We'll go through the same loops."
They made me go on the same roller coaster that someone got decapitated on.
Yeah, I wouldn't even win.
This shit was on Tosh.0. It made it to Tosh.0.
Don't be 7 foot tall.
Yeah.
He's pretty
tall.
You
had to worry, Joe. I didn't think you had to worry.
Joe's pretty tall, though.
Yeah, it was pretty fucking terrifying.
I was mainly worried about
my legs a few times.
I was more worried about your Crocs falling off.
No, I had those bitches in 4-wheel drive. They ain't going nowhere. I can't even get my Crocs off when they're in 4-wheel drive. Like, I actually have to like physically sit down and take them off. It's so annoying.
I thought it'd be easy to come out of those. Okay, I didn't know that. I never wore a pair of Crocs.
Not in 4-wheel drive, man. I'll tell you what. I'd get some fucking speed running in those.
Yeah, that's wild. I didn't know that.
I'll be honest. 20-year-old me, if I had a pair of Crocs in 4-wheel drive, I might be in the NFL.
I don't know how we got there with that.
I'm just saying that's how fast I am. You know, you might know about Von Miller, but I could have been him.
I'm so upset about all this Croc talk that if you ever bring it up in a draft, I'm going to intentionally vote against it, just so you know.
Alex, I never worn a pair.
Listen, I was all about the Croc. I was all against the Croc life until I joined it.
Excuse me. Yeah, that's wild.
Just saying. Ghost Town versus Insane Asylum, Kenny.
These are both really good. I'm gonna go Ghost Town because I can think about Silent Hill. That shit is terrifying. That siren going off, and they're like, "Look, you got about 30 seconds to get inside for these people come in and rip your skin off." Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going Insane Asylum. That shit's scary, even not as a scary movie.
True.
Matt.
I mean, I voted against Deserted Town, so I feel like I'm gonna vote against Ghost Town. Also, we'll go with Insane Asylum.
Insane Asylum.
All right, next round: House of a Thousand Corpse versus a Lake, Matt.
I'm still so mad about Lake. It could have been so much better, but I actually will vote for it here.
I'm going Lake too. Kenny.
I'm also going Lake. That's just terrifying.
Oh, what the fuck am I doing? All right, Cemetery versus Spaceship, Kenny.
I'm still going Spaceship. I think that's terrifying. Having literally nowhere to go and having to deal with whatever it is that's coming at you.
This is a tough one. Because those bodies could rise from the earth.
Those bodies could rise.
Yeah,
from the
I'm
earth.
going Cemetery. I don't need Grandma coming up and biting me. Matt.
It is verified proof that aliens exist. Zombies. I'm not worried about zombies. I'm worried about the aliens.
You ever seen bath salts? Because that makes zombies exist.
I knew that was good. I was waiting on it.
That or K2.
Get bit by Florida man.
Getting bit by anyone in Florida will fuck you up.
That's what I'm saying. Get bit by Florida man. Be crazy. I'm technically Florida man, by the way.
No, I'm going Spaceship in here.
Hey. It's terrifying, man. It's terrifying.
It deserves it. Saw 2 House versus Hostel, Matt.
Damn.
This is a good one.
Damn. Pretty much the same thing.
I still remember the first time I saw Hostel when he fucking slit the dude's
The eyeball?
No, not his eyeball, his Achilles. And at first I was just like, what was that for? I'm not even realizing. Then just when he dropped us, oh fuck, God, that movie was wild.
Yeah, they were doing it and like they were like enjoying it. Like Saul was like, "Look, I'm gonna teach you a lesson."
I know, man, and I just have a thing with needles too. Like that really is one of like the scariest things for me. So I'm gonna go Saw 2 House.
Mine is like anything to do with the eyes, and both of these movies did something with the eyes. Saw 2 kicked it off with the eyes, and then House at the part where they slit the girl's eye.
Yeah, I'm going Saw 2 House.
Yeah, I would agree. I would go Saw 2 House as well. Because at least with Hostel was like, they were able to fight their way out. They've never had a movie where they fought their way out in Saw. Like,
yeah, true.
they were just in there. Like, they were stuck.
All right, we got Amusement Park versus Insane Asylum. Kenny.
I'm going to amusement park. I'll go into a Santa Asylum if I go to amusement park.
Yeah, I'm going Insane Asylum. I'd rather ride a roller coaster again than get stuck in fucking Insane Asylum. I'll tell you that much. Matt.
One of these things brings the possibility of me seeing a clown, so I want the fuck away from there. So I go amusement park.
Look, you got clowns and what you call it? Yeah, okay. So you said you're going to amusement park. I thought you were saying, okay. You chose the right one.
That's that. No, I'm picking it because it's awful.
Matt's the dude in Zombieland when they're in the park. They're trying to live on the merry-go-round.
That was the first one?
I almost picked the convenience store from Zombieland.
I think it was the first one.
I've never seen the second one. That's why I'm saying that. I've only seen the first one.
Yeah, I think it's because that's the one with the Twinkies, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they go to the amusement park and there's a clown there. All right, Lake versus Spaceship, Matt.
So I keep getting stuck on the idea of like aliens in the spaceship, but then I also keep thinking of Interstellar, where you're just in space alone, just there to die, and that still just sounds so terrible. So
that, and then there was another movie where the dude was killing people on the spaceship, and they were just like, they're trying to get out of there, and they couldn't. They're all terrible.
Yeah, so like I could again going back to the idea of like in a lake, worst case, I can jump and swim, and I'm probably still gonna die, but at least there's a shot there. I can't just go out into space and try to run away. So yeah, I'm going with spaceship.
I'm
You can
going
vote
with
for me. Spaceship as well for me.
all right. Saw 2 house versus an amusement park, Kenny.
I'm going Saw 2 House because that shit, there's no escaping that shit.
Yeah, I'm going that too.
Yeah,
Matt?
I got my two biggest fears of needles and clowns, but needles is the bigger one, so I'm going that one.
He said the COVID vaccine and the balloon animals, they really get me. All right, so for the finals, we got a spaceship versus the Saw 2 house. Matt.
Damn, that's hard. This is a good finals, though. I'm glad we got here where it's not just an easy one.
It is a good one. I already got my answer though.
It's so hard because I feel like in space, I feel like I would just like have no hope. And in the Saw 2 house, like there's like these glimmers of hope, but then it's just like, yeah, but you got to do this awful, terrible thing. And like that's almost worse to be given that hope and having it taken away than just be like, yeah, I'm fucked. So I'm gonna go with Saw 2 house just because of that.
Okay. Just because they tease you with hope.
Yes, I think that would be
That's a
the
good
hard
one.
that would be the hard part.
I'm going spaceship.
I am going spaceship as well.
All right. There we have it. The one that wasn't even on my list, but it now is a new fear. Spaceship. It's the one that you don't want to be stuck on.
And that's why like I'm not really a big fan of the alien movies, but that tagline, like when they first like sold the first movie and they were like, in space, nobody can hear you scream. That is terrifying. Like,
It really
what?
is.
That's
Yeah.
a terrifying line.
It's either that or in a submarine going down to the Titanic. No one will hear you scream.
Fuck
Yeah,
that.
awful.
All right. So with that being said, spaceship, the scariest place for a scary movie, and same rules as always because mine didn't win, Kenny's did win. We have Matt do the outro.
Yeah. So you can catch all of our episodes on all your podcasting platforms. You can also go to our website at t13media.com where you will find that we are the #1 podcast. Thank you for listening and being a part of that and sticking with us through this so far into it. So you can hear me also talk about some of the shows that are on there, like Geek in the Sheets or The Bad Guy Has Spoken podcast.
Wait, Kenny, what do we
Or-
talk about on Geek of the Sheets?
Porn. Check out the last episode where we talk about porn. Or it might
I
be.
don't even know. I still don't even know how I got to that point. But
I
that
have
shit
to
was
go back
so
and
funny.
watch it. That shit was wild.
Little known fact: if you try to go on porn on your phone in Florida, you can't. I don't know why I would know that, but you can't.
I know it's banned in certain locations.
I just want to make sure everybody knows that, so that if you go to Florida and try to watch porn on your phone, you're not disappointed when you find out you can't.
You better download some videos like people do like on the airplane when they get the videos downloaded for Netflix.
Hey,
Go ahead.
I'll never forget. I was watching. Oh God, what the fuck was it?
Download a Bill of Danger.
No, I'm pretty sure it was. I think it was Final Destination, the one with the plane. It was either Final Destination or 2012. But I was watching one of those movies while I was on a flight to Colorado, and the person that was sitting like diagonal behind me, because I was on the aisle seat and I had it on like the tablet up against the seat, and they like tapped on my shoulder and they were like, "Can you please not watch that?" And I was so confused, and I was like, "What do you mean?" And I was like, I'm sorry, man. I didn't even think about that."
He was like, "Bruh, I'm over here freaking out."
Yeah.
Go play this.
Yeah, I'm over here just enjoying the movie. I'm like, yeah, this is good.
He's like, "Yeah, they all died." They're like, "Hey."
Really good plot. Really good plot.
It's a bad omen.
Hey, you know what else is a bad
yeah.
omen? Bye.